The sales manager was going on about interest rates and warranty packages, but I wasn't listening. I kept looking over at Layla, sitting next to me on that stupid leather couch in the middle of the dealership showroom. We'd been planning this for months. Custom SUV, white with black rims, perfect for the wedding exit photos. She even picked the interior. She smiled a little and sipped the sparkling water they'd given us in those tiny glasses, like we were at some fancy spa. Her nails tapped against the cup. Then her phone buzzed. She glanced at it, and just like that, her face dropped. Completely drained. Eyes wide, lips pressed tight. "I need the bathroom," she said fast, grabbing her purse like it was on fire. "Everything okay?" I asked. She didn't answer, just bolted. 5 minutes passed, then 10. I sent a text. "You good?" No reply. Another 5 minutes. My phone buzzed. "Can't do this." "I'm sorry. I just can't." I blinked. My stomach flipped. What does that even mean? What are you talking about? Where are you? I'm not ready for marriage. I need time. Please don't hate me. I just sat there, staring at the screen like it was in a different language. Around me, people were talking, phones ringing, printers going off. The sales guy was still explaining something about a maintenance package. "Sir," he said, looking at me, "the paperwork's ready if you want to come take a look." I looked down at the folder in front of me. Her name was on it, right there next to mine. "Cancel the order." He blinked. "I'm sorry." "Cancel it," I said again, louder this time. He hesitated like maybe I was joking or needed a moment. I said, "Cancel it. We're done." I stood up and walked straight out of the dealership. Didn't wait for a response. Didn't look back. I was halfway to my car before I remembered the tux fitting was supposed to be that afternoon. Canceled it on the spot. Didn't even give a reason. I just told the guy, "Don't bother." Then I opened my phone's notes app and started listing every vendor we had on contract. Event hall, DJ, catering, florist, photographer, decorator, rental company. I called them one by one, walking circles in the parking lot like a maniac. Every call felt like ripping a Band-Aid off a fresh cut. The event hall manager was polite, but firm. "We can cancel, but your deposit's non-refundable. That's in the contract." "Yeah, fine, whatever." The DJ actually sounded excited to get the date back. "Well, hey, if something changes, let me know." "It won't," I said, then hung up. The caterer? That one stung. Layla had gone crazy over the menu. Custom tastings, signature drinks, gluten-free options for her cousin. I told them to cancel everything. "We've already ordered supplies," they said. "We can't refund all of it. Just do what you can," I said, even though I already knew I wasn't getting anything back. The decorator was confused. The photographer was annoyed. The florist was blunt. In total, we'd put down nearly 40 grand in deposits over the past year. That day, I lost at least 25,000 of it. Gone. Just like that. The only one who tried to make me feel better was the wedding coordinator, Lisa. She said, "Hey, don't make any big decisions yet. This might be cold feet." "No," I said. She made her decision. "I'm just cleaning up the mess." It was quiet on the drive home. Too quiet. I didn't even put on music. I pulled into the garage and sat there for a minute. Lights off, engine running. Then I went inside. Everything in that place had her fingerprints on it. Her mugs in the cabinet. Her crap on the entryway table. Half her closet still full. She'd painted the spare room lilac last month because she wanted it to be her yoga space. I kicked off my shoes and just stood in the kitchen for a minute, staring at nothing. Then I grabbed my phone, called her, straight to voicemail. "Layla, I don't care what's going on," I said after the beep. "Just tell me you're okay. That's it." I sent the same thing in a text. "Are you safe?" The text showed read after about 10 seconds. No reply, so I called her best friend, Jenna. She answered, but her voice was weird, tight. "Hey," I said, "have you talked to Layla?" I don't know if I should be. Just tell me if she's safe. That's it. I think she's fine. I really can't." "Jenna, What the hell is going on? I gotta go. Click. I slammed the phone down on the counter. What the hell was that? What kind of friend answers like that if everything's normal? I started pacing. Every minute that passed made the whole thing feel worse. Not just the money. Not even the embarrassment of canceling everything. It was how fast it all crumbled. That morning, I'd woken up thinking I was 3 months away from marrying the woman I'd built my whole future around. And now, she was gone. No fight. No warning. Just a text. I opened the fridge, grabbed a beer, twisted the cap off, and took a long drink. It didn't help. I walked into the guest room. Yoga mat still rolled up in the corner. Lavender candles on the windowsill. I grabbed a laundry basket and started chucking her stuff into it. Tights, hoodies, stupid rolled-up socks. I tossed her books in too. Some crystal healing crap and a planner filled with wedding notes. I wasn't angry yet. Not really. I was still too dazed. But I felt it coming. I sat down at the kitchen table, beer half empty, phone screen still lit up with that last red receipt. 3 hours. That's all it took for my whole life to flip upside down. I barely slept that night. Just laid there, staring at the ceiling, phone face down on the nightstand. Around 6 in the morning, it started buzzing. I grabbed it, expecting maybe a text from her. It was her little brother, Ethan. I hadn't heard from him in months. Barely said more than 2 words to me at family things, but now he was calling at the crack of dawn, and something in my gut told me to pick up. "Hello, man. I'm so sorry," he said right away, voice all shaky. "I didn't know how to call you. I didn't even know if I should, but I can't sit with it. I feel sick." "Ethan, what the hell are you talking about?" "It's Jason. She's with Jason again." I sat up. "What?" "He called her yesterday morning. His divorce got finalized." That was the text she saw at the dealership. She ran to him. I felt the air leave my chest. "You mean the Jason she said was controlling and emotionally abusive? The one she called the worst mistake of her life?" "Yeah, him." "Jesus Christ. She'd been talking to him behind your back for months." "I didn't know at first. She told me last week. Said if he got divorced, she didn't know what she'd do. So she used me as a placeholder." "I'm so sorry. I swear I told her it was messed up. I thought she'd snap out of it." I didn't even respond. I just stared at the wall, jaw locked, heart pounding so hard it felt like it echoed in my skull. "Look, I'm not defending her," he said. "I just thought you should know. She's staying at his place now." I ended the call without saying goodbye. Opened my phone. Typed out one last message. "Hope it works out with your ex." Sent. Blocked her number. Then I got to work. Pulled up the gym account, hers was on my membership. Cancelled her profile. Next was Netflix. Changed the password. Logged her out of every device. Auto insurance? She was listed as a secondary driver on my car. Removed. Amazon Prime. Spotify Family Plan. Gone. Bank account, no joint cards, thank God. But she had access to my DoorDash and Uber. Logged out of everything, changed every password. I opened the drawer in the hallway and grabbed the spare house key she always used. Tossed it in a shoebox with a bunch of her mail and dropped it by the door. By 9 a.m., she was erased from every part of my life that mattered. And it still wasn't enough. I sat on the couch, phone on silent, hands clenched into fists. My whole body was vibrating. Not from heartbreak, no. That had been yesterday. This was different. This was betrayal. She hadn't gotten scared. She hadn't panicked. She had been planning her exit the entire time. I was the fallback, the insurance policy. And when the guy she really wanted finally got free, she didn't even have the decency to lie to my face. She just ran. 3 days later, the phone started lighting up again. Different numbers every time. Blocked one. Another popped up 5 minutes later. Blocked that one, then got a no-caller ID right after. I let them all go to voicemail. Nothing for 2 days. Then I slipped up. Answered one from a number that looked local. "Hello. Oh my God. You finally picked up. Layla." I didn't say anything. "Please don't hang up. I need to talk to you. It's serious." She sounded panicked. Voice shaky. breathing fast. I waited. They're calling me. All of them. The DJ, the florist, the venue, the caterer. I'm getting like 20 calls a day. Yeah, I said flat. I didn't realize until now, but my name's on everything. I'm the primary contact. Your idea, remember? I know, but you said you'd handle the money. I thought you were paying the balances after the wedding. And then you dipped out on the wedding. Remember that part? I don't have that kind of money. Okay? I teach dance part-time. I don't even make rent without your help. That's not my problem. You were going to marry me. You can't just walk away like none of it mattered. You already did that. You ran straight to Jason. Her voice cracked. He's not going to help. He says it's not his responsibility. I let out a short laugh. Wow, what a guy. I'm serious. I need help, or I'm screwed. Then maybe don't screw over the one person who would have helped you. I didn't plan this. Yeah? Because it looks like you planned every part of it except the consequences. You're heartless. Click. Hung up on her mid-sentence. She called again 5 minutes later. Straight to voicemail. Then came the texts. Paragraphs at a time. Guilt. Begging. Accusing. All of it. I didn't mean to hurt you. I was confused. Jason made promises. I was overwhelmed. You're better than this. Please don't leave me drowning. I didn't answer a single one. Then she switched gears. You never loved me. You just wanted control. I was unhappy for months and you didn't see it. Sure. I paid the bills, planned the future, bought the damn SUV. But I didn't see her, right? Ignored every message, every call. Next morning, her sister Ashley texted me out of nowhere. You're seriously not gonna help her? You're just gonna let her get sued? Blocked. Then another one. This is disgusting. She gave you everything, and you're acting like she's garbage. Blocked again. If they thought guilt was gonna work, they clearly didn't know who they were dealing with. I wasn't the one who cheated. I wasn't the one who lied. I didn't walk out of a dealership to chase an ex I swore was toxic. She wanted independence. She got it. She wanted to handle the wedding details? Well, congratulations. She owned them now. Every invoice, every contract, every overdue call. All hers. A couple days after her sister's little meltdown over text, I got a message from Liam, one of our mutual friends. I hadn't talked to him since before the engagement party, but we used to grab beers now and then. Chill guy, worked in IT, always had dirt on everyone without ever asking for it. You free? I think you should hear something. I told him to come by. He showed up that night with a six-pack and that look people get when they know they're about to stir the pot. We sat on the patio. He cracked a beer, took one long sip, then looked at me. Listen, I don't know how much you already know, but Layla didn't just bail because she panicked. That wasn't cold feet, man. I didn't say anything, just waited. She'd been talking to Jason for months, like since last fall, way before you guys locked the date in. My jaw tightened. You're serious? She told Kelly everything. Said he messaged her on Facebook, started playing the "you're the one that got away" card. Said he changed, was getting divorced, wanted to fix things. That kind of crap. And she believed it? She wanted to believe it. That's the problem. Jason fed her that fantasy long enough that she started looking at you like the backup plan. She told me he was toxic, that he screwed with her head and left her crying for a year straight. Liam nodded. He did. But you know how some people are. They romanticize the abuse once they're bored of stability. That one hit like a punch to the gut. She said he promised they'd start fresh after the divorce was final. That he still loved her. I leaned back and exhaled hard. So that text at the dealership. Yup. Divorce finalized. That was him giving her the green light. She left you sitting there and ran straight to him. I rubbed my face and laughed once. Sharp and bitter. Unreal. So what now? They playing house or what? Liam raised his eyebrows. That's the kicker. She tried to move in with him the same night. Brought a suitcase and everything. Turns out Jason didn't mean immediately. He's broke. Living in a tiny rental. Just lost half his stuff in the settlement. Said he wasn't ready for all that. Told her to give him space. I barked out a real laugh that time. Let me guess. She had no backup plan. She's been bouncing between friends' places. Vendors started chasing her for balances. Credit cards maxed. She even called my girlfriend last week asking to borrow money. I shook my head, leaned forward, and stared at the ground for a second. There it was, the whole ugly story. She blew up a stable life for some recycled fairy tale with a guy who didn't even want her full-time. And now she was stuck. No fiancé, no money, no home, no plan. I'm not gonna lie, I said. I should be pissed. But honestly, I feel like I dodged a nuke. Liam nodded. You really did, man. 2 mornings after Liam dropped the truth on me, I buzzed into the building after a grocery run and saw her through the glass. Layla's mom, standing by the intercom with a folder in one hand and her lips pressed tight like she was holding back an explosion. She saw me and stepped forward fast. I didn't even flinch. I hit the talk button before she could say a word. You're not coming up. Excuse me? She barked, her voice sharp through the speaker. You will come down here and talk to me. Nope, this isn't your business. It is my business, she snapped. My daughter's being harassed by vendors. Her credit is in the toilet, and you're hiding up there pretending none of it matters. Then tell her to call Jason. She slammed her palm against the glass. Jason? Jason has nothing to do with the wedding. I stared into the camera. Neither do I. Not anymore. You're being selfish, she said. You're ruining her life over a mistake. She ruined her own damn life. I'm not fixing it. You two planned this together. You made commitments. And she walked out. So take it up with your daughter. You are not a man, she hissed. You're a coward. I hit end and watched her glare at the door like she was trying to burn it down with her eyes. She stood there a full minute, then stormed off, heels clacking like gunshots all the way to the parking lot. 3 days later, I got a letter from some third-rate law firm in Scottsdale. Envelope was wrinkled, name spelled wrong on the label. Inside was a laughable demand letter from a lawyer representing Ms. Layla Monroe, claiming I was financially responsible for 50% of the incurred wedding cancellation costs due to joint decision-making and verbal agreement. I took it to my lawyer, a guy I've used for years, John Rivers, blunt as hell, always 2 steps ahead. He flipped through the letter once and grinned. This is garbage, he said. They got nothing. Are you sure? I asked, even though I already knew. She signed every contract, every vendor. Her name's on all of it. You didn't co-sign anything. And she ended the engagement. They don't have a legal leg to stand on. What do I do? Nothing. I'll send a response and shut this down in 1 paragraph. He did. I saw the draft. It basically said, my client owes you nothing. Pursue this further and will countersue for harassment. I stopped answering calls after that. Blocked every number I didn't recognize. Everything stayed legal from that point on. No more conversations, no more emotion. But Layla's parents didn't let up. Her dad posted on Facebook about how some people aren't who they claim to be, and real men take accountability. He didn't use my name, but it was obvious. Her mom told half of Chandler that I abandoned Layla in a crisis and left her to drown in debt. Said I manipulated her into a wedding she didn't want. A friend from work overheard some woman at a yoga studio calling me a financial abuser. Whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. None of it bothered me. I didn't respond. Didn't defend myself. Let em talk. Truth was, Layla didn't need a fiancé. She needed a scapegoat. And she figured I'd play the part quietly. But not this time. It was a Thursday afternoon, and all I wanted was some damn cereal. I had one thing in my basket, Honey Nut Cheerios, and I was walking toward checkout when I heard someone call my name. Hey, wait. Can I talk to you? I turned. It was Jenna, Layla's best friend. Puffy face, smeared eyeliner, clutching her purse like it held the answer to world peace. I stopped. Barely. She stepped in front of me like she was gonna physically block me if I didn't. She's not okay, she said, voice cracking right out the gate. Layla's not okay. She's losing it. Not my problem, I said, flat. Jenna blinked hard. You really don't care? She blew up her own life. Don't drag me into the cleanup. She thought Jason loved her. He told her they were soulmates. He told her he was finally ready. I tilted my head. Is that so? She nodded quickly, like she thought I was warming up. She thought it would work. But then he dumped her. After 1 week. Said he wasn't ready to live with anyone. Said he felt smothered. I laughed. Right there in the middle of aisle 4. Wow. 1 week. All that sneaking around and lying for 1 damn week. She made a mistake, Jenna snapped. But she didn't deserve this. She's being buried in debt. Her credit's destroyed. She can't even rent an apartment. Sounds like consequences. Not my lane. Jenna grabbed my arm. Please, if you could just help pay the... Nope. I cut in. Tell her to call Jason. Or her mom. Or whoever's still buying that story. She trusted you. You were supposed to be her partner. And she walked out on me like I was a speed bump. So go cry to someone else. I stepped around her, dumped the cereal in the basket, and walked straight to self-checkout. Didn't look back. Later that night, my phone rang. Layla's dad. I shouldn't have answered, but part of me wanted to hear what kind of circus act was coming next. You owe her, he said. No greeting. Just started swinging. No, I don't. You made a commitment to our family. You planned a life with her. You don't get to just disappear when things go bad. She disappeared. She made that call. I'm not responsible for her fallout. You have a moral obligation. I hung up. Next day, mutuals started texting. Half trying to stay neutral, the other half either pissed or tiptoeing around it. Some of Layla's friends posted vague crap on social. Stuff like, real love shows up when it's hard, and you don't leave people when they're down. Others messaged me directly, saying, man, I don't blame you. She played herself. The ones who saw through the drama, I kept those. The rest, I stopped replying. 2 days after the grocery store ambush, my phone rang again. Random number, out of state. I was about to decline it, but something told me to answer. Hello. Hey man. This is Jason. I didn't say a word. Just let the silence breathe. He cleared his throat. Look, I know this is awkward, but Layla's been blowing me up. Non-stop. About these bills. She's freaking out. And, honestly, it's getting out of hand. Not my problem. Right, I get that, he said quick. Like he was trying to keep me from hanging up. I just thought maybe, for the sake of everyone moving on, you could help her out a little. She's in a bad spot. I actually laughed. You've got some damn nerve. Hey, I'm just trying to find a solution here. Here's your solution. Tell her to stop calling you. Then go to hell. He paused. Look, she didn't leave you for me, if that's what you think. I barked out another laugh. Are you serious? I mean, yeah, we talked, but it wasn't like she wasn't planning on. Don't try to rewrite the timeline now. She got your little, I'm divorced, text and sprinted out of a dealership without even blinking. So spare me the fake sympathy. I didn't mean to cause any. Too late. I hung up and blocked his number without saying another word. By noon the next day, it got worse. I was at work, conference room, back-to-back calls, and I got a ping from the front desk. There's a woman asking for you. She says it's urgent. I walked out, and there she was in the lobby, Ashley, Layla's sister. Eyes puffy, arms crossed over her chest like she was trying to keep herself from falling apart. Can we talk? She asked, already crying. You shouldn't be here. She got kicked out, Ashley said, voice cracking. She was staying at a friend's place and they told her to leave. She's in someone's spare room now, and she's about to file for bankruptcy. She has nothing. I looked her dead in the eye. Not my problem. She's drowning. She's not eating. She cries all day. You can't watch someone you loved suffer like this and do nothing. I can. And I am. You should leave. Where's your soul? She shouted. You're just gonna stand there while she gets crushed? I turned to the receptionist. Call security. Ashley stared at me, lips trembling. You think this won't come back on you? Karma's real. You'll feel this one day. 2 guards walked her out. I went back to my office, shut the door, and got back to work. 2 days after Ashley got dragged out of my office, I got something in the mail. Real envelope, handwritten, no return address, but I knew that writing the second I saw it. Layla, I should have tossed it in the trash. Instead, I opened it. 3 pages, front and back. In blue pen, like that made it feel more personal or heartfelt or whatever. First line. I know I'm the last person you want to hear from right now. No kidding. She said she made the biggest mistake of her life. Said she let the wrong voice in her ear and ignored the one person who ever truly showed up for her. Said Jason used her, then tossed her as soon as she needed him to actually be something real. She wrote that she didn't leave me for him. She left because she believed in some version of love that wasn't built on stability. Said I gave her too much peace, and she thought that meant something was missing. Said she was wrong. Said she was drowning in debt, couldn't breathe from the calls and emails and notices piling up. Said she was alone. No friends left. Couch surfing. Broke. Said she's been crying every night, thinking about the wedding we planned and the life she gave up. Then she got to the part she really meant. If you could just help me settle the vendor bills, I promise I'll pay you back. I swear. Every dollar. I just need time and help to start over. Please don't turn your back on me like everyone else has. I read the whole thing twice. Not because I was tempted, because I wanted to make damn sure I understood every excuse, every line of guilt she was trying to slide in between the apologies. She wasn't sorry she left. She was sorry it didn't work out the way she thought it would. She didn't miss me. She missed the safety, the comfort, the financial cushion. She didn't ask for forgiveness. She asked for relief. And the part that really got me? She still believed after everything that I might play the hero. Like she thought there was some piece of me still waiting for her to come back. Like I'd been sitting in the wreckage hoping she'd finally wake up. I grabbed a sheet of plain white paper, wrote one sentence. You made your choice. Live with it. No signature. No return address. No phone number. Nothing. I folded it clean. Slid it into the same envelope hers came in. Sealed it and mailed it back. That was the last piece of energy she got from me. About a month after I sent the letter back, I heard Layla filed for bankruptcy. Credit shot. Couldn't get approved for an apartment. One of my buddies said she was still couch surfing, rotating between a couple girls she used to teach dance with. Jason, gone. Moved to Texas. Got engaged to some woman he met at his new gym. Layla found out from a tag post on Facebook. Big smiling photo, fresh ring, fresh start. She lost it again. Apparently smashed her friend's bathroom mirror and got kicked out that same night. Then, because this whole circus hadn't been pathetic enough, her mom tried to sue me again. This time for emotional damages. My lawyer literally laughed when he read the letter. Sent back one paragraph that said, more or less, don't waste our time. I didn't hear another word from them after that. Yeah, I lost a few people in the process. Some friends took her side, or couldn't handle the drama, or just ghosted altogether. I let them go. The ones who stayed, the ones who saw the truth, they were enough. One afternoon, I opened my closet, pulled out the engagement ring I tucked away, and drove to a jeweler in Tempe. Sold it on the spot. Put that money toward a solo trip to Montana. No plan, no company, no timeline. Just me, fresh air, and silence. I came back feeling clearer than I'd felt in years. Not fixed, not perfect, but new. I started dating again. Slowly, carefully. I kept my guard up, listened harder, watched for cracks. Trust takes time. I'm not rushing it, but I'm better. Everyone kept saying I should be the bigger person. Here's the thing, being the bigger person doesn't mean being the stupid one. Doesn't mean you hand someone a life raft after they set fire to your boat. Layla made her choice. She bet on chaos. And lost. Me? I'm good. I moved on.